Hello friends, today's topic is K-mean clustering algorithm. K-mean clustering is an unsupervised learning algorithm that is used to solve the clustering problem in machine learning or data science. It is used in unsupervised learning and it is also used in fraud detection. We have inputs, but we have not outputs, and we have to find the structure for the study of characteristics. It is used in documentation, identification, or classification. It is used in fraud transaction in a store. So, what is K-mean clustering? K-mean algorithm. K-mean clustering is an unsupervised learning algorithm which groups the unlabeled data sets into different clusters. Here, K defines the number of predefined clusters that need to be created in the process, as if K equals to 2, there will be 2 clusters, and for K equals to 3, there will be 3 clusters, and so on. It is an iterative algorithm that divides the unlabeled data sets into K different clusters in such a way that each data set belongs only one group that has similar properties. It allows us to cluster the data into different groups and a convenient way to discover the categories of groups in the unlabeled data sets on its own without the need for any training. And it is a centroid based algorithm where each cluster is associated with a centroid. The main aim of this algorithm is to minimize the sum of distance between the data points and their corresponding clusters. The algorithm takes the unlabeled data sets as input, divides the data set into k number of clusters, and repeats the process until it does not find the best cluster. The value of k should be predetermined in this algorithm. The k-mean clustering algorithm mainly performs two tasks. First is determine the best value for k center points or centroids by an iterative process. Second, assign each data points to its closest k center. Those data points which are nearer to the particular k center create a cluster. Hence, each cluster has data points with some commonalities and it is away from other clusters. So this is the diagram of K clustering. This before K means this is a raw cluster, and after implement the K means algorithm, then we have to create a 3 clusters, convert into 3 clusters. So how does K-means algorithm work? For step 1, select the number of K to decide the number of clusters. सबसे पहले हम क्या करेंगे, हम ये डिसाइड करेंगे कि कितने क्लस्टर्स आपको क्रिएट करने हैं, कि कितने क्लस्टर हम क्रिएट कर सकते हैं, पॉसिबल है. सेकंड स्टेप, सेलेक्ट रैंडम के पॉइंट्स और सेंट्रॉइड्स. तो जितने क्लस्टर्स आप क्रिएट करेंगे उतने ही सेंट्रॉइड्स आपके क्रिएट होंगे. इफ यू हैव डिसाइड दैट there is a 2 cluster, then you will be 2 centroids. It can be other form from the input data sets. Then step 3, assign each data points to their closest centroid, which will form the predefined K clusters. Okay. Next step 4, then calculate the variance and place a new centroid of each cluster. Step 5, repeat the third step, which means reassign each data point to the new closest centroid of each cluster. Then step 6, if any reassignments occurs, then go to step 4, else go to finish. Step 7, model is ready. Okay. Now let us understand the above steps by considering the visual plots. Suppose we have two variables m1 and m2. The x-y axis scatter plot of these two variables is, and this is the scattered data sets which have scattered on x-axis and y-axis. Let us take number k of clusters, that is k equals to 2. You can create two clusters or more than two clusters, depends on your choice. To identify the data set and to put them into different clusters, it means here we will try to group these data sets into two different clusters. Okay. Now we need to choose some random k points or centroids to form the cluster. These points can be either the points from the data set or any other point. So here we are selecting the below 2 points as k points which are not the part of our data set. This is a blue centroid or blue points, and this is a orange. Now we will assign each data point of the scatter plot to its closest k point or centroid. So we will compute it by applying some mathematics that we have studied to calculate the distance between 2 points. So we will draw a median between both the centroid. Consider the, so we have drawn a line between two centroids. From the above image, it is clear that points left side of the line is nearer to the K1 and or blue centroids, and the points of the right of the line are close to the yellow centroid. Let's color them as blue and yellow for clear visualization. So this is a clear. So this is a K1 cluster and this is a K2 cluster. As we need to find the closest cluster, so we will repeat the process by choosing a new centroid. To choose the new centroid, so we will compute the center of gravity of this centroid and will find new centroid as below. So we shift the centroid to this so that centroid, each data set is nearer to centroid. Next, we will reassign each data point to the new centroid. For this, we will repeat the same process of finding the median line. The median will be like below. So we just shift the median line hyperplane. Now this yellow data set convert to the blue because it is nearer to blue centroid, and these two data sets, blue data set is nearer to yellow. So now it convert into yellow. From the above image, we can see one yellow point is on the left side of the line and two blue points are right on there. So these 3 points will be assigned to the new centroids. So this is the new image. As a reassignment has taken place, so we will again go to the step 4, which is finding new centroid or k points. We will repeat the process by finding the center of gravity of centroid. So the new centroid will be as shown. So this is it. Now again, we will shift the centroid to the new centroid. Then again, the data points also shift to the new cluster. Now we got the new centroid. So again, we will draw the median line and regression, reassign the data points. So the image will be like this. Okay. So we can see in the above image there are no dissimilar data points on either side of the line, which means our model is formed. So this is the final image. Okay. So as our model is ready, so we can now remove the assumed centroid and the two final clusters will be shown in the below image. So these are the two final clusters are ready. Okay. How to choose the value of k number of cluster in k-mean clustering? The performance of k-mean clustering algorithm depends upon the highly efficient cluster that is formed. There are another method is ALBO method. The ALBO method is one of the most popular way to find the optimal number of clusters. This method uses the concept of WCS values within cluster sum of squares, which define the total variation within a cluster. The formula to calculate the value of WCS is equal to summation pi in cluster 1 distance pi c1 square plus summation pi in cluster 2 distance pi and so on. Because distance PIC1 is the sum of the square of the distance between each data points and its centroid within a cluster 1 and the same for the other two terms. To measure the distance between data points and centroid, we can use any method such as Euclidean distance or Manhattan distance. Okay. Now in next lecture we will discuss the example of k-mean clustering, so you can easily understand what is k-mean clustering and how to solve the problem of k-mean clustering. Thank you.